Okay, the second part of this lab is an imagination thing. So, you have been quarantined now, more or less, with your family for this is week 8. And so I don't know how much you've been getting out, but this is a very different thing from what we're used to. We're used to be able to go out and do things, and some of you are probably getting outside. But I thought it might be interesting for us to think if we were being quarantined for 6 months someplace, what would we want to stock? What would we get in a room if we knew ahead of time we were going to be quarantined for 6 months? What kinds of things would we want in a room to keep us sane? So, for instance, you know how much I love Starbucks, and Starbucks closed on and off, and they just had the drive-through on and off, and I love my lattes. So after the first week or two, my husband and I went out and we bought a latte maker, and so now I'm making my own lattes every day. And that is, keeping me going because I really love them. So, that's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about when you're looking at the list here and describing it. You need to do what you think. For my list, I would have, a latte machine. I mean, I definitely would want that. I would want a latte machine. I have like my inside bicycle. Okay. I have my TV. I have my computer. Okay, but you probably have other things. I mean, if I had a big giant room, and the room in this is 30 feet by 30 feet, which is about the size of our classroom. So picture our classroom. What would you like to have? I mean, I know that looking at my grandsons and granddaughters, grandchildren, they have a lot of different things at their house that they are using regularly, in their homes, that they are, keeping them occupied. So what I'd like you to do is imagine. Okay, so that's the big thing here. Imagine. Okay, so list what you have, describe it, and it's going to have to fit into a 30 by 30 foot room. For instance, my one family of grandchildren got a heated spa, like heated pool that you can have outside or inside, but it's heated. And so, they've been using that since March. So those kinds of things. I mean, a basketball thing, court, soccer goals, whatever you're thinking, that if you can arrange it in a 30 by 30 room, then it's good. So I want you to imagine, and then, as we said in the bedroom problem, you need to make a sketch. So you might even do a sketch as you're thinking of the different things, because you'll need to have you need to make sure you have the measurements, because you need to make sure that they're going to fit in, and describe what they're like. Okay, so in the lab, you'll have their measurements, a description, and then you're going to sketch them into the 30 by 30 foot room. Then you need to do a scale drawing, and it's the exact thing we said before. In the bedroom one, you need to make sure you have the scale. Okay, you need to make sure you're doing you're showing the ratio between the scale and the measurements, and all of these need to be shown in the flip grid and attached to the lab. Okay, and so this isn't really a very long video, but I just wanted to kind of give you some ideas. The math part of this is, you know, the scale drawing, but I also wanted you to use your imagination. Think about if I was going into a quarantine prepared, what the heck would I want in a room? And again, I'm going to say that the room you're going to be in, picture it in the classroom. If you could turn our classroom, a size space that size, into a place that you would like to be quarantined, what would be in there? Okay, I am really interested to hear what you guys have when these are done. Okay, good job.